Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tristan Mortlock. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome to all of you. This is Captain's Vlog. This is a vlog about what we do in the super yacht industry as crew, captain, engineers, chefs, interior staff, exterior staff, and also contractors. Now today, you can see behind me, we have our chase boat called Chasing AWOL, Chasing a Way of Life. The engineers have just finished the servicing on both the outboard engines there. They've changed the oil filters, the oil, the fuel filters, we've changed a few seals. They've done a full diagnostics on both the engines, they've changed the anodes, and they've also flushed the engines with fresh water because we're going to be out of the water for the next 5 months. So you want to make sure there's no buildup of salt left in the circulation for the engines. On top of that, we've got the guys who've done all the measurements for the headboards. So on the T-top, you see that the sunshade on the inside, we're changing the headboards because they got a bit soggy and saggy, so we'll get those replaced. Furthermore, they're going to be doing some additional GRP work. We're reinforcing a few of the cleats. Now the cleats are used to tie the boat up. And on top of that, we're going to be doing some painting in the anchor locker and changing a few additional items on board the boat. And also we've got to investigate a small water leak that we have coming from the fresh water tank, which I think is going to be a small leak, easy fix, but it's just locating it. So that's the update on the chase boat for now. We're going to head over back to the shipyard in Polo Nautico, and we're going to give you guys an update on the progress on AWOL with the engineers, the painters, the carpenters, the electricians, everybody working on board. For those of you who have been following us for a period of time, I really hope you guys are still enjoying the content. It's a very interesting yard period we've got, 24 weeks, so we're week 7 now out of 24. The progress is going very well. We have come across a few unforeseens, which is going to happen in any yard period, but we just have to progress and move forward and try and stay within budget. We have gone slightly over budget and we're only week 7. But these things do happen. It's unfortunate, but without it, without progressing the boat, without the paint, the 10-year survey, then the boat just starts to deteriorate. So fortunately, we have quite a good budget, and then by the 2019 summer season, it will be pretty much a brand new boat. We've already got a number of charter bookings for next year, which I'm really excited about, putting some really cool itineraries together for our future guests. And we've got plenty of inquiries coming in also for next year. So hoping to get more days of charter next year than we did this year. So the idea is to progress every year. The feedback we got from the 2018 charter season was absolutely phenomenal from all our guests. They're very happy with the result from that. Very proud of all the crew and all the team involved. And then, so once we're back in the water in April, well, we're not sure yet. We might be attending the Barcelona Boat Show. I think it's the end of April, beginning of May, to show off the new paint job and all the additional works that have been done. And hopefully, if we do attend, probably enter some competitions and hopefully win some competitions to give the boat more recognition in the super yacht industry. So keep watching the progress, guys. There's a lot more to come in the yard period. I'm hoping either this week or next week, we're taking the main propellers to Genoa, which is about an hour and a half away, to have them tuned. Our surveyor, Pietro Tomasi, who you've met on previous videos, has spoken to the company and they're going to allow me to go and do a vlog there and talk you guys through the process of what work is to be done during the tuning process of a propeller for any type of vessel. So that's going to be a very interesting video. I'm really looking forward to that. On top of that, the guys working on the main engines should be finishing by the end of next week. Then that's the main engines done. The through holes are all out now, as you've seen. We're just waiting for Rena to come to inspect all the holes. We do have to do some additional GRP work because some of the through hole fittings were just too baked on, so to speak, that they had to actually cut around the GRPs. They got to rebuild the GRP before installing the new through holes. Once that's done, the through holes before installed need to be approved by Arena, by class, to make sure they meet the minimum standards, they meet all the pressure tests, and they pass the pressure test. Once those are on, the piping will go back on, then the guys will start reinstalling all the equipment. The paint process is ongoing. The guys are continuing to sand and prepare all the surfaces, do all the fillers, work on all the cracks, fix all those before even attempting to apply any kind of primer or paint. So very busy, still ongoing. What else have we got going on? It is now the 27th of November. I will be taking my leave from the 13th of December till the 7th of January. So during that period, there might not be much videos uploaded concerning the boat, but I might do some Q&As. If you guys are interested in some additional Q&As, let me know. Place a comment in this video and I'll set up a Q&A for all of you and to answer all your questions that you may have, or any information about joining the yacht industry. I'm getting a lot of questions from a lot of you of how to join the industry. So again, the vlogs are already there, so please check the other videos because I have answered a lot of questions. So just check those out, and I'm hoping that with the videos I've already done, a lot of questions have been answered. But any new questions, I'll be happy to answer and then to go from there really. Okay guys, let's go and check out AWOL. We're back on board AWOL in the starboard double cabin. The guys for the stabilizers, so the technicians, have completed their work internally. So what they've done is they've replaced all the hydraulic oil, they've replaced the filters, they've done all the checks with the power pack, and they've inspected the hydraulic hoses, and they changed the seals also. If you remember in the previous video, I mentioned we had a leak in the starboard side hydraulic ram, which is now being replaced. The fins are off the boat, so we're going to take a look in a couple of minutes, go and see the fins off the boat. Those will be put back on once the scaffolding is being removed after the paint job, so it'll be sometime in the first quarter of 2019. So the technicians gave the stabilizers 2 thumbs up. They're very happy with what they saw, happy with the results. We're very happy. So what the guys are going to do now that the technicians have finished is they're going to give this whole area, it's already been cleaned, is a good going over with some paint, and you know, make sure spruce it all up a bit and make it look all nice and fresh and new again. So the progress does continue on board. Very happy with that. So that's another job down, very happy with that. So let's go and take a quick look at the underside and to show you guys what it looks like with the actual fins off the boat. So what we have here on the ground on the pallets is the fin stabilizer. A little look in there. So that's where the shaft goes for the stabilizer in there. And then you see the shaft sticking out through here. So this seal on the inside has been taken out and replaced, so you can see it's all brand new. And then once, like I said previously, once the scaffolding is then removed, we'll use the forklift to then put the fin back in place. Oh yeah, what else we've done, which wasn't previously installed, is these big concrete blocks here have been installed as a precaution ready, because we've had some very high winds in the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's caused a lot of damage in the surrounding areas. So as a precaution, we've asked the scaffolding company to put the additional concrete blocks on. It's not necessary, but it's just a precaution as an additional support and a strength to hold the tent system down. Some of you have asked, I think, regarding how the ventilation is done. So this is pretty much it here. So we got 2 big fan there. That's like a vacuum that's basically sucking the air out of the boat and pumping it outside through, obviously not into the atmosphere, going through a very specialized filtration systems. The filters have to get changed after a period of operating hours. So where it's being pumped in the atmosphere is all clean, all filtered. So when the guys are working in the tent, they're breathing in clean air, and not because of the sanding and grinding, so on the gel coat, fiberglass, the resins, the solvents, it's very toxic. So we want to make sure that everybody's healthy and safe on board. The paint company are getting on really well now. They're getting on with the job. In the previous video you saw that they had applied Spy all over this area, so you can see this area is now completely sanded, getting ready for the application of the primer. It's going to take a look in here. You can see they've built a tent to prevent any dust or anything coming in, and they've started the process of the filler now. So this red product you see here, I won't touch it because it's wet, is the build up again of the filler. You can see all the little air pockets are coming through. That's not a problem, that's actually quite common. So what they do when it starts curing, you get the air bubbles coming through, then have to sand it back, rebuild it, sand it, rebuild it until the surface is absolutely flat and perfect and totally flush. Once they're happy with that, they then apply the primer before applying the base coat for the paint. So you see the progress is continuing. All the filler has gone on. So the tenting in here. Right guys, so that's pretty much the update for AWOL today. As promised, I will be doing the filming for the tuning of the propellers. In fact, let's go and look at the propellers now, and you can see the guides of progress. So what they're doing there, we have a product on the props called prop speed. So what the chaps are doing are removing all the prop speed. Once it's all removed, we'll then have them shipped to Genoa for the tuning. What the prop speed does is it's a product that we apply to the propellers, to the shafts, to the rudders, and to the bow thruster. It prevents any growth it prevents any growth build-up on those pieces of kit. So guys, again, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends and family, and I'll see you next time on Captain's Vlog. Have a great day.